Hello students, in the previous lecture we have discussed about the structure of transcription unit and we have also seen the definition of transcription. Okay, now we will continue the same process. We will discuss about the process of transcription in case of prokaryotes as well as in eukaryotes. Before going to discuss the process of transcription, once again we will recall the definition of the transcription. Yes, what is the definition of transcription? Transcription is the process in which the synthesis of messenger RNA on the DNA template, that is known as transcription. Okay, and one more aspect we have to understand here. I have written on the board, that is central dogma of molecular biology. So what does it mean? What is the meaning of central dogma? As you can see the flow chart here, DNA undergo transcription. Okay, what is let me give the definition of central dogma. Central dogma is the place where transcription and translation takes place. That is called as central dogma. Okay, in other words, central dogma can also be defined like this. Central dogma of molecular biology is nothing but it is the unidirectional flow of genetic material from DNA into mRNA and from mRNA into protein. This is known as central dogma. Okay. What is that? It is the unidirectional flow of genetic information. You can see on the flow chart from the DNA. See here, this DNA, from the DNA what happens? This undergo transcription. So when the DNA undergo transcription, what does it mean? In DNA undergo transcription means here synthesis of messenger RNA takes place. As you can see here, I am highlighting here, from the DNA messenger RNA is synthesized, and this step is called as what? This step is called as transcription. Where it occurs? It takes place in the nucleus of the cell, and from the messenger RNA what happens? The protein is going to synthesize, and this step is called as translation. And in case of eukaryotic cell, it takes place in the cytoplasm of the cell. So this whole concept is called as central dogma of molecular biology. Because in order to understand the transcription and translation, we have to understand what is the meaning of central dogma of molecular biology. That is, from the DNA, messenger RNA is synthesized. That is, the genetic information is copied into messenger RNA, and this step is called as transcription. And from the messenger RNA, protein is synthesized, and this step is called translation. And in case of eukaryotic, it takes place in the cytoplasm, and in the nucleus, the transcription takes place in the eukaryotes. But in case of prokaryotes, it takes place in the cytoplasm. Then, now transcription, for the transcription to begin, the most important enzyme is required. I told you in the previous lecture, that is from the DNA, the messenger RNA is synthesized. For that, it requires DNA dependent RNA polymerase. Okay, for the replication of the DNA, which enzyme is required? DNA dependent DNA polymerase is required, isn't it? But for the synthesis of messenger RNA or for the transcription, the DNA dependent RNA polymerase is required. Further, you will be studying the different types of RNA polymerases. Okay, 3 kinds of RNA polymerases we will be learning later on. Okay, now we will understand what are the requirements essential for the process of the transcription. So all these points I wrote on the board. You can make the copy. You can note down these points. The first requirement for transcription is the DNA segment is required. The DNA is required. DNA sequence I wrote here. So what is required first? First DNA is required. Double stranded DNA sequence is required. After that, we know that DNA is a double helical model. Yes, in that DNA, first segment is called as promoter segment. Okay, I will draw the diagram later on. First you go through the requirements essential for the transcription. Okay, the first segment, promoter is required, structural gene is required, terminator is required, initiator factor is required, termination factor is required. Okay, and individually we will be learning where they are situated and what are their role. Okay, so if the promoter is there, then what is the role of promoter on the DNA, and then what is the role of structural gene. Okay, with the diagram we will be learning later on. So briefly let me explain you where the promoter is situated. So the promoter is situated in the first segment of the DNA. Okay, this is the first segment of the DNA which provides a small segment of the DNA which provides the binding site for binding the RNA polymerase. Since we know that a DNA polymerase, RNA polymerase is an essential enzyme required for the transcription process. So hence the promoter is that site of the DNA which provides the binding site for binding the RNA polymerase. Okay, and it is also called as it is present at the 5' end of the DNA. Since we know the DNA has two polarities, 5' to 3', isn't it? On which polarity the promoter is present? The promoter is present at 5' end. This is also called as upstream. Upstream. Second comes structural gene. What is structural gene? So while discussing the transcription unit, we have discussed that. Yes, diagram of the transcription unit where we come across promoter, structural gene, terminator gene, isn't it? So you recall the diagram. Later you will be learning all those. So what is structural gene? What is the role of the structural gene? Structural gene is that gene of the segment of the DNA which is going to transcribe. Means this is a DNA or this is a DNA or a gene which is going to transcribe. Means transcription where it occurs, no, that gene is called as structural gene. It is also called as cistron. It is also called as cistron. Next comes terminator. So transcription unit has one more end, terminal end. Okay, so this provides the binding site for the terminator factor. So it is providing the site for binding the terminator factor. You will come to know under the diagram. And it is present at the 3' end. It is present at the 3' end of the DNA. In addition to that, initiation factor, which is known as sigma factor, terminator factor, that is rho factor, and RNA polymerases like RNA polymerase 1, 2, 3. So all the three are required. All the three are required. So but individually they have their own role, and deoxyribonucleotide triphosphates are also required. Because the transcription, the whole process is the energy requiring process. Okay. So now with the diagram, let me explain you about the process of transcription. So all these points, they are the requirements essential for the process of the transcription. Now we will discuss the process. There are 3 steps in the transcription that we will be learning under the next video.